Hi everyone. So some of you might remember. Cool. So some of you might remember I was here about a month ago talking about an NGO in Cambodia, and today I'm here to talk to you about another project that I'm involved with, which in a lot of ways it's much closer to home, and in some ways it's a lot more international. And the project that I'm talking about is called the Rotaract New Zealand Round Trip 2015. To start off, I was going to cover off some basics of Rotaract. I'll just quickly jump through that because we're short on time. Cool. So, quick facts on Rotaract, for those of you that might not be aware of. We're the youth version of Rotary. We're for 18 to 30-year-olds. Started in 1968 as a way to involve the 18 to 30-year-olds in community service. Since then, we've grown to 350,000 members in 9,000 clubs in 176 countries and territories. And we're basically like Rotaract, like Rotary. The way that I describe Rotaract is an organisation that organises projects for the local and international communities while also helping to develop their members' personal, professional and leadership skills. And I feel that's pretty much what Rotary does, so very similar. So what the heck is a round trip? So a round trip is an established tradition which many Rotaractors around the world have organised in the past years. It's basically a road trip by Rotaractors for Rotaractors. Rotaractors of the host country organise a trip for Rotaractors from outside the country. The trips are typically 8 to 12 days, and because New Zealand is just too awesome, we've decided to make ours 16. So round trips are funded 50-50, half the cost is paid by participants and the remaining funds are fundraised by the host organising committee. We've got a number of Rotaractors around the country helping us to organise this trip, and our aim is to make it as cost effective as we can, but at the same time not miss out on any of the key New Zealand sights and sounds. Cool. So what are the benefits of organising a round trip? So the first benefit is it's a cultural exchange, not only for the Rotaractors that are coming over here, but also for the Rotaractors in New Zealand. The second reason is to foster international ties between Rotaractors. This opens the gate to multi-country projects and sister club arrangements. The third reason is that it's a massive opportunity for participants to exchange ideas about projects that are run in different countries, and also gain inspiration about possible future projects to be run here in New Zealand, and also in the 6 countries that will be visiting us. And of course, to round it all out, we want to show off how beautiful New Zealand is, as you can see in that photo. So how can you guys make it, how can you help us make it the smashing success that we all know that it can be? First off is accommodation. We're looking to be billeted at a Rotarian's home in every one of the cities that we're going to be stopping off in. So far, Wellington, Auckland and Dunedin have all been spoken for, but that still leaves Tauranga, Taupo, Hastings or Napier, Kaikoura, Christchurch, Queenstown and Nelson. So if anyone has a holiday home in any one of those locations, or alternatively knows someone who lives in one of those locations and could potentially host 10 people at their house, for 1 to 3 nights in December, please let me know because that would be great. The second way that you guys can help is activities. So checking out TripAdvisor for what to do in a city is all well and good, but what we really want is a local's opinion. So again, if you are from one of those cities that I just mentioned, or know someone who is from one of those cities who we could get in touch with and have a chat about what to do, please let me know. We're also looking for any connections who would be able to provide an interesting experience that may or may not otherwise be available. For example, if you know someone who owns a vineyard and would be willing to show us around, that could be quite interesting. On the other hand, if there's someone who you know that works at a museum and can give us a quick tour, that would also be cool. And the third way is money. Everything involves money, and the round trip is no different. We've decided to crowdfund the trip on Give a Little, and the way we figure is with 10,000 Rotarians around New Zealand, raising the money should be relatively easy. Our goal is to raise $4,000 by the end of September. Every dollar donated counts, so if you are able to, please donate it and share it with your friends on Facebook. And the final way that we need help, which is not listed on the slides, is with transport. Specifically, we're looking for a 12-seater minivan. If it's located in Auckland, that is ideal, but if it's located in the North Island, we can also make that work. So if you know someone who owns a 12-seater minivan and would be willing to let us use it for 16 days in December, please get in touch. So that's it for me. Thank you for listening, and questions or no? One question, maybe, if anyone has a question.
Or offers of accommodation or vans or anything. Artem will be waiting outside afterwards and happy to take such offers. Thanks very much.